Hi everybody, this is Mike Locascio. I give computer tips, the best computer tips online to help you run your computer better and have a better computer experience. If this is the first time here watching my video, make sure you subscribe so you don't miss any videos. I come out with a video almost every single day, and they're all related to computer repair. So let me give you some good tips. Make sure you use your Windows updates. It's very important. You have to update everything. Check your Windows updates. Make sure you're updating everything. Windows gives you all these updates and the more updated your computer is, the better it's going to perform. And also, it's going to perform better, but you're going to have protection from known viruses and known things that people report to Microsoft about what's going on their computer, and Microsoft comes out with all these patches and updates, and you need to have the latest one. So I would recommend every computer user make sure you update your Windows computer, Windows 10. If you want, you can set up automatic update and have it do it itself. That's a good thing, and when you're not using the computer, it'll go in there and it will put these updates on there for you. Or you can manually update it. You can go in there and just click update whenever you feel like it, or you can pick and choose the updates that you want. Also, you can have the update set up to download, and then after it downloads, then you could update it yourself from there. And I also recommend, one of the main things that I tell everybody on YouTube, on my channel, make sure you use antivirus software. There's no excuse for not having it. It will protect you from bad threats that are on the internet. People are always sending viruses, and you need to have an antivirus. You can use a free one or you can use a paid one. I like the free ones. I've been using Avast, which is ABAST, free version. You can get that online and download that, and you don't have to pay for it. And I've been using that for over 20 years, and it works great. I've been putting it on hundreds of my clients' computers, and they like it too. They do have a paid version, and you can get that if you like, but I prefer the free version. Difference is you get real-time scanning with the paid version. And there's also AVG, which is a good antivirus. That's another free version. But you have to have antivirus. You have to have some protection when you're on the internet. And I recommend you getting an antivirus. That's the second biggest tip I give to people. The first biggest tip is make sure you back up. A lot of people, when their computer goes bad, they can lose a lot of important information that's on there. You have to back up your data, get a USB drive. You can back up on the cloud. You can get an external hard drive. There's really no excuse that you don't back up. If you have important pictures on there, you need to take them off the computer and save them externally. There's paid backup options that you can get, and you can do a search and you can pick one of them, and they're very affordable. Also, the paid versions, you can back up to the cloud for free. That's another one. And also, if you get error messages on your computer, there's thousands of error messages that you can get. Instead of being scared of like, what is this, what's happening to my computer, do a Google search. That's what everybody should be doing. When you see an error message on there, search on Google. Write it down, go to Google, and just type it in, search it. Somebody else most likely had the same error message or the same problem a year ago or 3 years ago, and you can get information on that and what they did to correct it, and that's a good thing to do. Make sure you type in what it says right on Google. And a lot of people aren't doing this. They get panicky when they get an error message, but you know, even us technicians, that's what we do when we see an error message, we find out what it is. And also I want to give you an important update about free programs. You know, there's this website called download.com, and if you want free programs, there's free programs for all different things on download.com. So go there and check out all the free programs, free software they have. You could type in a program if it's something that you're interested in getting, and usually you can download it right from download.com site. That's a great website to download a lot of free programs. They keep it updated, and these free programs are great to use. I've been using a lot of them for years. If you don't have Office on your computer, there's a free Office type program that you can download, and works just as good as the Microsoft Office one. So I recommend using download.com and looking for free programs on there, because you're going to really find some good programs to use. Also, when you're doing your passwords, a lot of people ask me about passwords. Now, if you have passwords for different things, don't use the same exact password for everything that's on your computer. Because if somebody hacks into your computer, it'll be pretty easy for them to find you and find your information on your computer because you have the same password. Try to make one-of-a-kind passwords and write them down for every different thing that you put a password in on your computer. This will protect you even better. It'll give you a lot more security on the internet when your password is hard to crack and hard to find, if somebody is running a scan to try to scam people and get into their computer. Also, another thing is, don't believe everything you see. If something pops up on your screen saying you have a virus and you got to pay $45 to correct it, it's a scam, okay? I go to people's houses and I see this all the time. Just click off of it, because it's a scam to try to get money from you or try to screw your computer up. If you click something, it'll initialize a virus. I mean, 90% of all these things that pop up are just a big lie. Rely on your antivirus software to determine if there's anything on there. Also, you could use Malwarebytes. It's a free program. It'll scan your computer and it'll tell you if you got anything on there. But when you get these messages, just don't believe them. Click off them and try to search on, very good, well-known websites. Also, make sure you're using Google Chrome and you clean your history time to time, because that history gets clogged up and then you have problems. As I said in other videos, the way you clean your browser on Google Chrome is you go up to the top right corner and there's 3 dots, and then you click that and you click on history. Then you hover your mouse over to the left, and then you'll go to click on history, and then you'll see all these boxes with all these different websites that you went to. You can do Control A and that'll highlight a bunch of them on your keyboard. Just hit Control A and hit delete on your keyboard. You might have to do that several times to get rid of all your temporary history entries, and that'll make your browser work better. Also, you can go back into the 3 dots on the upper right and go down to settings. Make sure your settings is set to google.com. You want to, when you open your browser, you want it to go to the website that it says. You don't want it to revert to other websites and other toolbars and all that stuff. So make sure it says google.com in your defaults. And that's in the settings area. Another thing you can do is, if there's programs that you don't use, go to the control panel and go into programs and features and go down that whole list of programs and highlight and uninstall any program that you don't use, you don't need, any extra toolbars. All these things can cause you trouble on your computer. Make sure you go down that list several times and uninstall everything that you don't need or that got on your computer some way without you even knowing sometimes you download something and next thing you know, you got a new program that you didn't even want. And a lot of programs are like that. So go in there and make sure you remove all these things that you don't want. You don't want all these toolbars, because the toolbars do nothing but cause you trouble. There's a lot of spyware and a lot of viruses that can get in there in these programs. So if you go in there and get rid of it, you'll be doing yourself a big favor. Also, make sure that you subscribe to my channel so you don't miss anything. I come out with videos almost every day on how to repair your computer, how to maintain your computer. That's what my channel's about. So make sure you subscribe and click the bell icon to get all notifications on new videos that I come out with. And and also leave a comment. I love comments and I love to answer questions. And if you have a tip of your own that will help somebody on my channel, feel free to put it down in the comments, because this is a community that everybody should work together. And please put a comment in, and your comment will be answered. If you have a video idea you want me to make a video on, leave it in the comments, and I'll make a video on that for you. Again, this is Locascio from MSL Computer Service, and this is my channel, and please follow my tips, and I hope you got a lot of value out of this video, and I'll see you in the next video.